Kenya Power, we are powering e-mobility. Perhaps without Kenya Power, we may not have much to talk about e-mobility, because the key thing is about what is powering the vehicles, and that is we are moving from the internal combustion engines, which uses diesel and petrol, to electricity powered engines, or rather motors, which drives the vehicles. So the beauty for us in Kenya is our power is green largely. We are 90% green at the moment, this in terms of dispatch. And so when you talk of green mobility, this is one of the global example. And that's why we are excited to support that. But more importantly is that there are many benefits to the economy arising from e-mobility, in terms of we don't need to import a lot of fuel, which now currently we lose a lot of money through foreign exchange by importing oil. So we can use locally generated electricity, which is green, and that will make a whole lot of difference to our economy. The other thing is the economics. One of the important is this must be driven by the economics of it. And it has been seen, and that is why the players, Basico, the people now have demonstrated that it is cheaper to operate electric vehicles than compared to the normal vehicles. So that is one of it. For us, Kenya Power, we are looking at e-mobility as one of our growth strategies in terms of sales. And as I mentioned, the e-mobility segment is one of our fastest growing in terms of sales. I talked about we had about 1 gigawatt hours sales in the last few years, 2 years. Now it is over 5 gigawatt hours and growing. And that is what we can maybe perhaps who have registered with the mobility tariff. There are many others who are charging at home, who are not, we cannot quantify. So the potential is huge. So we are looking at in future, this will be our strategy to also flatten our curve. During the night, we are very low. The consumption of power is very low. Sometimes we vent steam, and we look to have this e-mobility as a consumer so that we are able to flatten the curve. And in essence, when we grow these cells, it will enable us work on cost of power, bringing down cost of power, because it's a matter of economies of scale. When we have more cells, we can be able now to bring the cost down as such. Thank you very much.
Just before we proceed to talk about the journey road to Addis, you mentioned some key figures there that you have managed to sell some gigawatts. Are you able maybe to quantify that in terms of the shillings? And you also say that you have invested over 200 million in this e-mobility agenda as Kenya Power. Could you also kindly maybe do a recap of that or give us more insights on that?
Thank you very much. I may not quantify the shillings. I don't have the figures, but in terms of percentage, the growth from last year, the 2023 and now, or 2024, the growth has been 200% growth in the e-mobility segment. And it is growing because there is a lot of vibrancy in the sector and a lot of initiative by various players to be a player in the buying vehicles, setting up charging stations. So we see this as one of the big growth segment for our business sales going forward. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Any other word which you like to?
What was the other question?
The other question was about, you mentioned that the company has invested over 200 million in the e-mobility agenda. Maybe you could do a recap of that.
Yes, what we are doing is we want to spur, and we are leading by example. So we have made investments. We are setting up charging stations in different places, largely for our internal use, but also to be open for public use. So we are doing that, but we also ask for partners to partner with us in setting up charging station, because it is huge. You're talking of the whole country, several highways that we need to put charging stations. And I'm very happy that even petrol stations now, some are key now working to set up chargers within the petrol station. And this is a very good initiative. So that partnership is very key going forward. Of course, we are also transitioning our fleet progressively to e-mobility because of the economics and as well. So we are leading, and we want to show everybody that this is the way to go. This is the future. Don't be left behind. Get something, get some space, some niche, and let's progressively together move forward.